Hi, welcome back. Today we're making the dry rub marinated cooking method. So you've marinated it last week, and today we will teach you how to finally cook your marinated meat. The first thing I'll show you is the Cajun seasoned chicken. Add a little bit of oil in the pan first. You can add aromatics in if you want it to become more fragrant. Otherwise, you can get it directly from the pan, and on the hot oil, you sear all sides. Empty the pockets. Make sure that your Cajun chicken is very thawed out before you put it in the pan. If it's still cold, it can release some water and it won't sear that well. Once you are cooking it and you want it to become more flavorful or more reddish in color, you can also opt to add a little bit more paprika and a little bit more salt. It all depends on your taste. Chicken is completely cooked and turned opaque, you can now transfer it into a container for serving. The next that I'm going to show you is the fish fillet a la Spanish gambas. Gambas is usually a shrimp dish, but you can use any other meat to flavor it the same way. We are using calamansi or some citrus fruit. You can substitute with lemon or orange. Make sure to cut it properly, cross section. We did not put the calamansi in the marinade because it can cook the fish prematurely. So we're going to add it while we are cooking the fish. The same way as we prepare the chicken, you can also opt to add additional paprika or additional spices and seasonings while you cook this fish. Make sure to heat your oil well. You can also add some garlic or aromatics to make it more fragrant, and mix it all together with the oil and serve it with the oil. The next I'm going to show you is how to make Italian butter balsamic pork. First, you need oil. You can put aromatics in if you want to as well. And you add in your marinated meat. If you have a lot and your pan is small, you can put a little bit at a time to make sure that all sides will be evenly seared. In this portion, once the pork has already been cooked, you will see that it has changed color and it's turned opaque. You can now add your butter, a tablespoon at a time. This is why it's called butter balsamic pork. Once done, you can set that aside and repeat the process until you finish your whole packet. In the event that you want to keep half of the bag for future use, you may certainly do so. Just a small word of caution if you're going to thaw out your meat and put it back in the freezer. It is preferred that you already put it in smaller containers if you know that the serving size that you're going to cook won't be as large as the full recipe. This is to avoid bacteria contamination. And lastly, we have the garlic and herb beef. Okay, so after marinating this, we only need a bit of oil, just like your tapa or other beef marinades. You just need to put it inside and add a little bit of butter and saute until well cooked. Beef cooks really easily, so take care not to overcook your meat. The same way, you can cook it in batches as not to overfill the pan, and make sure that all sides are seared well. And you can also add aromatics if you wish. All our dry rub ingredients that are made into dishes. I hope you've enjoyed this and try it yourself. Bye!